Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Now you guys, I was gonna be on my hiatus for a little bit while longer, okay? But some deep down inside told me to just put my 2 senses in this, okay? So, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, recently a case came out to where a lady came up missing by the name of CARLEE Russell. Now, I wasn't going to say nothing until I heard the full case, or until she was found, or until like something came up to it was an end to this case. Now, to me, it started off iffy, okay? When I first heard about this case, my parents told me about it. Because I'm not the type to watch news. Because to me, news is like very depressing. So I stopped watching. So, after the whole submarine stuff, I'm like, okay, enough with these stories. I don't have time. Like, what's really going on? So, this is my opinion. This lady was missing 49 hours, okay? And mind you guys, I'm the type of person that like watching 48, okay? I love 48, don't get me wrong. And you know, if you can't find somebody in 48 hours, more than likely they're dead, okay? So, I was doing my research and all that good stuff on this case, and I'm just going to tell you guys, I don't believe her. I honestly feel like she will get time for this, because this is just not a local Alabama story. This story done went international. Like, it's all over the world. And you had people sending you money. You had people praying for you. You had people praying for your family. Your family on TV crying. And honestly, I feel like it is a hoax. Like, I feel like she had this plan. I feel like she thought she was Jessie Smollett and she could get away with it. But I also feel like the 11th story that she came up with is crazy. It's beyond me. Now, this is the reasons why I feel like this story is completely a hoax, okay? Let's go with the facts. The facts is, she was on the highway. The first thing that gets me, why wait so long at work before you leave work? That what gets me, okay? That what kind of throws me off. Like, you've been talking to people all day, then you wait forever to leave work. I'm the type of person, when I'm at work, let's go. Okay, I'm not going to wait any time longer. So she stood there, she sat there in her car at work, and she left. It was night. It was 9 o'clock. You on the highway, you see a baby. Now, when I first heard about the baby part, I'm like, okay, maybe it was like a little tea going on. I understand that. If you guys don't know what I mean, YouTube gonna blank it out. But I'm just telling you, I thought it was that kind of situation. So I'm thinking maybe they using that baby as bait. But if the baby was used as bait, then you will see a car, you will see somebody else standing on the side of the road, you will see a woman, you will see something. But you still nothing. And I say you saw nothing because if you saw the video that came out with some camera they had in the neighborhood, you would notice like all the cars and all the headlights, you can see very clear in front of her car. It was nothing there. Like, there was no baby there. It was nothing there. But people was talking about the baby was coming from the side. But if you look, it's hard to see. And plus, you can't see anything in the dark. And I still don't believe it was a baby there. Let's just be clear about that. Okay? Especially when she came up with the part that the baby walked 600 feet. Or 600 yards or something she said. And when I listened to the whole conference thing they had, they were saying it was 600 yards, six football fields. To me, that is totally false. Okay? For one, a baby can't walk mere inches without falling, without looking back, without getting tired, without crying, without something. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna fall for attention. Let's be clear about that. No baby in their right mind is going to walk that far without getting tired, without somebody behind them, without extra cars calling to 911. Like, it don't make sense to me. Another thing that was kind of throwing me off, it was like she was planning this, because she took a roll, she took tissue paper. Like, the only thing that I can think of is she already had this plan. I feel like she already had a car on standby. I feel like she went in the bushes and just sat there until it was clear. I feel like there was planned. Another thing that kind of caught me off guard is her baby daddy. Now, her baby daddy was on Instagram or Twitter or whatever it was, talking about he don't just sending prayers and stuff for his baby mama. She ain't in her right mind. She was fighting for her life and all of this stuff. Now, mind you guys, I know mental awareness needs to be pulled to the front. I understand that. I swear I do. But I also don't want someone to pretend they have something wrong with them so they can get sympathy for other people and not be held for what they did. You get what I'm saying? Your consequences, your actions have consequences. And her actions have consequences. Now, I'm not saying it's probably nothing wrong with her. I'm not saying that. If it is, I stand behind what I say. But I promise you guys, if it's nothing wrong with this woman and she's pretending like something happened to her, then I feel like deep down in my soul, she needs to be held accountable. Now, I know with this next sentence I'm about to say, I'm going to get a whole bunch of backlash. And at this point, like, I don't care. You have the FBI. You have Secret Services. You have your police station. You have all these people pulling all these resources to find you. And you just show up at your mom's house or your grandma's house. Okay. You don't think you need to answer questions. You don't think you need to, like, be interrogated. You think you in so much pain that you can't just answer a few questions. Because I'm pretty sure everybody and their mama got questions. Where you been? What happened to you? Where the baby at? Like, we have questions. I'm pretty sure everybody does. But this is what kind of throws me off. And they gonna throw the book at her if she lying. Because you blamed all of this on, first of all, white people. Then you said they pulled you into an 18-wheeler. And you never seen the lady face, but you seen the man, but you don't know what he looked like. You can't describe what his clothes look like. You can't, like. Then you said they blindfold you, but they didn't want to tie you up because they didn't want to put indentures in your arm. I feel like if somebody kidnapped you and they was going to keep you for one, it won't be 49 hours. If it was that long, baby, you'd be dead. Sorry. Not sorry. Second of all, they don't care what happens to your arm. They don't care what happens to your body if they're going to kidnap you. And it's crazy to me that after all these vehicles you see on the highway, all of a sudden it's an 18-wheeler. That is beyond crazy to me. Another thing that kind of throws me off is, and it brings me back to the fact that maybe she went into the bushes. The next thing that throws me off is you said you called the police. Which you did call 911, and on other people's channels you will hear the 911 call. I'm not doing all that. But when I heard the 911 call, she was like so calm. She wasn't hysterical. She was just calm with it. Like, I have this all planned out. I know what I'm going to say. I know what I'm going to do. Like, this is what it is. If this was somebody else, and I'm including myself in this somebody else, I'm going to call 911. I'm going to call the fire department. I'm going to call DHS. I'm going to call CHS, Elemental P. I'm going to call everybody I can because there's a baby on the highway. I'm not just going to call 911, be so calm, cool, and collected, then turn around and call my mama. I'm going to call my mama, my daddy, my auntie, my uncle, everybody going to come and see. I want this to be a word. I'm going to call WCBI, CBS. I'm calling everybody. You get what I'm saying? I'm not just going to call 911, then call my mom and be done. And then all of a sudden, it take me about, let's just say 30 minutes to get there and you gone. And the thing what gets me, the things what kind of threw me off, is when they said she went to Target or somewhere to get snacks. And then she left everything in the car except for that roll and tissue paper. Now, if this wasn't planned, I'm going to come back to you guys and I'm going to apologize. But I guarantee you, she did this for attention. If it wasn't attention, it had to be clout. Because there's no way you did all these researches on your phone and at work, and all of a sudden you come up missing. And there's no baby in sight. They didn't hear a baby on the phone. They didn't hear nothing. And then, if you go back to other people's channel and hear the 911 call, they ask her, like, is you near the baby? She'll say no, she's still driving. The baby's in front of the car. First of all, if I came up on a baby, and first of all, I watched way too many sci-fi movies for this shit to happen. Okay? You seen the baby. You was still driving. Like, you was still, if you look at the video, her car is still moving. I would have stopped my car. I would have pulled over. I've been so worried about this baby. I wouldn't have time to put on no hazard lights. I wouldn't have time to get no phone to call 911. I'll go get this baby. Then I'll come back and do all the 911 calling, putting on the hazard lights and all that stuff. It's no way you could be that calm calling 911 while you got a baby. And then when she on the call with the lady, you never hear the baby. You always gonna hear a baby. I don't care who you could call your sister-in-law who has 2 kids. If one of them kids is asleep, you still gonna hear the other. I don't care if they sleep, you gonna hear a little whimper or something in they sleep. Now, if I'm wrong, say I'm wrong. But I guarantee you, something's gonna come about that we're not gonna like. Now, mind you guys, all of this happened in Hoover, Alabama. Now, if all of this come about and she lied, just like Jessie, I feel like she need to be accountable. Held accountable for what she did. Now, you know me. I'm all for women power. I'm all for do what's right. I'm all for speak on what you feel like is right. I'm all for all of that. But the time we did have everybody attention, you chose this to get everybody attention. You need to be held accountable. I'm sorry. Like, I feel like she was like in a cabin somewhere. I feel like maybe she went to a hotel somewhere. I feel like she went somewhere. She was held up. And she just stood. And she was just there. Because she did research on Amber Alert. She did research on a lot of other stuff. She did researches on taking. She did, like, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Let's just have a conversation. Because I can't be the only one to feel like this is a hoax. Like, she did this for attention. I can't be the only one that thinks like that. But it's just crazy that you had the whole entire world attention. And this is what you came up with. Now, I will say this before I end this video. If I am wrong, I will come back and apologize. Just like I'm putting this out publicly, I'm apologize publicly. But I promise you guys, the next video I put out is going to have, was I wrong or was I right? Because if you look at the all the facts that they give you, and you use your common sense and all this stuff, then I promise you guys, you will believe me. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is crazy to me. And I feel like she wasn't kidnapped. Because, forgive me, God, if something did happen to her while she was gone. But if somebody gonna kidnap you, they're gonna use you for ransom. They're gonna use you to steal something. They're gonna use you for sexual favors. They're gonna use you to get something from you. Like, it's gonna be something. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Let's have a conversation about it. Yeah, I was just gonna stay on my hiatus, get my stuff together, come back with a more happy, lively video. But I'm like, I can't sit back longer. I got to say something to my people, because this is like crazy to me. This is like weird to me. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys on my next video. See you guys.